going on? It is being live streamed, according to what someone just said. Hey, 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 hey. Let's see. Is it really there? Oh, it's there. Patti Loman. I know. Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman. What's going on? I am going public. Edit post. I don't want to edit the post. I want to edit the privacy. Editing the privacy. Change to public. There we are, there we are, there we are. Hello. Hello, Michael Keel. What up, what up, what up? What's that glare? I don't like that glare at all. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that my pumpkin? Why is my pumpkin glaring? It's just glaring at you. Ooh, there's something on my head. Be right back. Oh, I see. It's the light bulb. Now you're not getting just a bulb glare. Oh, glare. Maybe you don't even see it now. Turn off lights. Let's see. Can you see? Oh, yeah, it's kind of there. Hi. As Phyllis would say, hi, hi, hi. Hello. I just read something beautiful, and I want to read it out loud. It was something that Carolyn Mystical person wrote. Okay, ready? Grace is the highest power we have available to us. Utilize the graces that run through your soul. Don't just think about them every now and then. Dwell in them. Breathe them in like air. When you are losing power to something, close your eyes and pray for the grace to retrieve your spirit from a bad decision or an external fear. Don't wait for illness to wake you up. Think like a mystic out of a monastery. So there. There you go, there you go, there you go. Again. Grace. Mama Grace had a nice day. Did you have a nice day, Mama Grace? Kind of chill. We did some digging. She didn't. Mitch and I did some digging and some sealing and some painting and some stuff, and went for a walk, got some flowers, went to the store, went and got Mama Grace pizza. I had minestrone soup with a really nice gluten-free pasta that I liked. It's true. So it is Sunday night, and I am here. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. I just talked with Joanne F. Henry. We had the nicest. I just love talking with her. Hello, Rod. Just got home from my ladies' small group. Asked for prayers for Armando and his continued healing. Thank you, Julie. Continuously. Wow. I don't know about your ladies' small group. Do they know about your house, though? Do they know what you do at your house for holidays? Wow. So impressive. Hey, have I mentioned these shirts? What? 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 Love Heart 11:11 with Jenna. That's right. Buy a shirt, get it in the mail, open it up, put it on, and try to beat what Claudia has done so far. That's all I got to say. Just try. Try to beat what Claudia has done. Because so far. What? I love this shirt. This is a large. I got a small. No, is it? Yeah, it's a large. Because I wanted to. Hey, Tammy. I wanted to wear a large because I wanted to be like, large Marge. Claudia, she's amazing. Claudia. I love it. So far, she's the only one that's done it. She is the only one that's taken it, that she ordered her shirt. She actually has 2 shirts. She ordered her shirts. One's on one thing and one she's wearing, and my goodness gracious, I'm impressed. So you guys have a lot of competition if you want to win. And I would think you would want to win because I think it's going to be really cool to win. But that's because I know what you're going to win. Anyway, today is Sunday, October 16th, and it is Sunday evening. But Patti, I want to hear about you, speaking of winning. So if you feel like popping on, you looked so beautiful today. You didn't look cute, you looked beautiful. You were like all pow, 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 pow. And the nuns were there. I felt like I was getting in trouble. I'm like, did I do something wrong? Is everything cool? Is my skirt long enough? I was never one of those girls. I actually had, I have to find you one, Michael. I put in an order. I messaged the company. I haven't heard back. But thank you. I had my uniform skirts made for me. They were long. They were below the knee. Everybody else wore the short, they rolled them up and stuff. Mine was long. I wore tights. And hi, Mary. And I had pockets. Oh, it's a little nogginy. It's a little eggy. Thank you, Julie. Mary, 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 Mary. So I never had that problem, but I had pockets, and people were always like, where did you get your uniform with pockets? I'm like, Emma Grinder. Grinder? I called her Grinder. I think it was Griner. Emma made my skirts in junior high and in high school. We could order the fabric, and we could have them specially made. Thank you, Mama Grace. I had couture uniforms in junior high and high school. I never wore the pants, didn't like the pants. I liked my skirts because I could wear long tights. I never wore tennis shoes, but we could not wear clogs, which was a drag because I loved my clogs. I was big clog girl. I still am kind of a clog girl. William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann. I got a video. I got to record that right now just because I like it. I like it a lot. Do you like it, William? William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann, William D. Lindemann. I like it a lot. Just had to remind myself. I had to record it because I liked the Mary one too. And I could just come back to the show and listen to it. Hello, Brent David Bowen. Did I thank you? I did thank you, but I'm thanking you again. Thank you very much. I'm laughing. William D. Lindemann, William D. Yeah, people tell me that a lot. They go, I just want you to know I was singing Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman all day long today. I go, but were you singing it like that? And they go, no, I was singing it like Patti Loman. I think that's another contest we could have. Thank you, Brent. I think I would like to see on my birthday or during the fundraiser, I would like to see. You won the number 11 basket? You did? I knew you would. Can you jump on and talk about it? Come on, Patti. Right, you guys? Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman. Come on, Patti. So for my birthday or the fundraiser, if you are a guest on the show, I would like to hear either one of those songs sung. Patti Loman, or you could do Corona Roki or 1111 with Jenna. Okay, thank you. Joanne F. Henry. I really dig her. I really, really, really dig her. My birthday is a week from tomorrow. So start practicing because the fundraiser, I think, is going to be in that week, in between my birthday and Halloween. Today while the blossoms still cling to the vine. Patti Loman, are you jumping on? If anybody else wants to jump on and tell me a story on my Zoom, this is Zoom. I am Zooming. If you, Mary, or Rod, or Brent would like to be on the show tonight and tell us your brush with fame, it's storytelling time. You know, I was walking down the street and I saw, and I said hello to them, or I was in a bar one time and Robert Redford looked over at me, or Dr. Laura said, what did I say to her? I said, hi, Dr. Laura, and she goes, nice leather pants. And I said, may I quote you on that? She goes, you can do whatever you want. So on my press pack for a long time, it said, nice leather pants, Dr. Laura Schlesinger. And Cher walked in, right? Mary, tell us that story. I've met her guitar player. I hear stories all the time about her. I was in Kalamazoo once and I didn't know she was there that afternoon, but she was there. Yep. And Cher walked in. What? Patti, are you coming on to tell us about I knew you were going to win. I told you you're going to win 11. I knew you would. But, what am I going to say? You're going to win 17? But I thought you'd win more than just 11. Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman, Patti Loman. Patti Loman. Woo! Look at you. Patti Loman. Patti Loman. Patti Loman. Patti Loman.
You know what? Let me get my light so you can see. Let me get my light. Oh, shh. Quiet. All right, let me get my light.
Don't talk. Yeah, and Cher walked in, right? It's gonna happen. William D's he's gonna be part of the story of when Cher walks in. It's so close.
Okay.
So how was the party?
Oh, we had so much fun. My voice is hoarse from talking to everybody and selling tickets. I sat at the there we go. I sold raffle tickets and ooh,
And then there was light.
that was bright.
Ooh, you're so movie star like, the Harlequin leg. There you go. That's lovely. Wow.
That's better. There.
Your hair
That's
is so
even
pretty.
that's even
Your
better.
hair's long. It's gotten longer,
What?
yeah? Your hair's gotten longer.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit longer. It's dark in here. Anyway, how am I going to show you my basket? Wait, I got an idea here, just to give you an idea.
Did you see anybody there that blew your mind?
Anybody there that was?
That blew your mind?
No.
No.
Look at the size of this basket.
When are you going to open it up?
Well, I was going to wait till tomorrow. I could tell you some stuff that's in there.
What's happening tomorrow?
Well, I wanted to admire it for a while.
It's so pretty. Okay, so tell us what's in it.
Okay. Well, I have
maybe on a show this week you could unwrap it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
But it's so beautiful because it's all red, white, and blue. It's oh, I could tell you what's in it. Hold on a minute.
I love her. She's such a cool person.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down for a minute. Like it. Well, here, I
I
can leave it like that. Can you see it?
yes, can see it. It could be a little lower. Yeah, like
Or higher? Oh,
just lift it up just one time. What? Wow. Okay.
okay.
What's that thing right
Uh,
in the middle? Is that a torch?
Well, it's
Mhm.
it's a bottle of something, and the cozy is the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, it is the Statue of Liberty. Okay.
Yeah, but don't ask me what
So
it
is
is.
it a bottle of tequila with a in the bottle shaped like the Statue of Liberty?
I don't think it's tequila. Let's see what it says here. It tells you they have nice uh description of everything. So let's go to number 11.
11. I said you're gonna win the number 11.
Well, I'm
Grace,
sorry, Mama
you know
Grace,
what
I
Grace
didn't
wants.
win the statue.
I know she really wants.
Everybody wanted the statue. The one girl sitting at my table, she put in 20 tickets and she didn't win.
Oh,
So she
oh,
was upset.
that's too bad.
But I gave her concrete St. Francis that she loved from my old house, and she's had it for years. Okay, it's called Celebrate America. I have a $50 Kohl's gift card, beach blanket, beach towels, 2 trays in the bath, um, salt and pepper shakers, a Miss Liberty wine cover and wine, 4 wine glasses, a cooler bag, and a pillow.
How
They didn't
cool.
they didn't include the wine.
Where's the wine?
There is no wine in there.
Oh, there's just wine glasses.
Yeah, wine.
What's the Lady Liberty what?
She's a bottle of something.
That might be the wine.
Oh, you're making me crazy
No,
now.
don't open it. Don't open it. Don't
Okay, I'll wait. Okay.
open it. It looks very heavy.
Anyway, it was fun. I spent $40 on baskets.
What was the well, I told you I'd put 5 in.
No, I didn't take your money. I did put in all the extra ones you wanted though. But we didn't win. So what can I tell you? You know,
Grace goes, I think Patty's gonna win. But she thought you were gonna win the statue, and I said she's gonna
I
win.
wanted to win the statue because I was going to give it to Mama Grace, you know, but sorry, Mama Grace. But I figured when they came to 11, and I said, yeah, I really put a lot of tickets in that one. And then they called my number. My girlfriend saw it first and she screamed. I grabbed the little pom pom because you got to flap it up in the air so they could see who won, you know. And we let out this big whoopla. Anyway.
What was the food?
Oh, the food was really good. We had um they had a potato leek soup, which was real good. They make all their bread is homemade and everything. So they had a dark, like a pumpernickel bread, and then a nice white Italian type loaf bread. And then we had a really well done. I mean, not well done, but I mean, done very well. It was pork loin and carrots and string beans and oh, these wonderful pan oven brown quarter potato. You know how you get a quarter of a potato wedges? They were really good. My girlfriend Franny says, I wonder if they just bring a platter of potatoes. Yeah. And let's see, Bloody Mary. Oh, then they had chocolate cake for dessert. And what else? Coffee, you know. It was really nice. The food was, yeah, it was very nice. And there were over 400 people there.
And where does the money go that they raised for all the gifts?
All the money is given to the order, Franciscan order, and there's uh up in Wisconsin, there's a near Milwaukee, there's a retirement home for the Franciscan nuns.
Oh,
So they've contributed to them all those years. We always give everything to them. And of course, they have all the expenses, but there's so many contributions, they have very little expenses, so. And then everybody, they volunteer all these wonderful donations and baskets. And now when I empty this basket, I'll give them the basket back so they can reuse the baskets next year. I've given them a carload of baskets over the years because I find baskets all the time, and I don't need these baskets. So I've given them, except Longenbergers or whatever those are. I don't give them those.
what's a
But
Lagenberger? I don't know what that is.
it's a special basket, very collectible, very, very well made. They're expensive. Longenbergers, I think they're called. I forget. I'm tired. Anyway, but I've given them tons of baskets, all kinds of baskets. And so they appreciate it. And I said, well, whose house do I deliver them to? Because I'm not storing them for you. Anyway, so it's school sister, Notre Dame. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we had Dominicans too. We had Dominican nuns, and they were really tough. Like the Jesuit boys. What?
One of the nuns knew the school I went to.
Yes, she did. Yeah. Yeah,
She must
she
have
did.
known Sister Josephine or Sister Mary Ann or Sister, yeah, Therese or something. Hmm.
Oh, the one sitting with us. I forgot her name. Sister Mary Ann, I think it was. There was a Sister Alice, a Sister Louise. Anyway, yeah, the Dominican nuns were tough, and because we had those in elementary school. And then the Jesuits, the St. Pat's in the city, they had Jesuits, and they used to, whop the boys. They were tough too, the Jesuits. So yeah, we had tough upbringings, with those Catholic upbringings are, but we had a good group of people. So
Is the school still there? The same school?
the school is there, or the building is there. There's no school. The school closed down in, I think, 89 was the last class. But it's some sort of academic building, but it's no longer the school that we went to. A lot of the girls' schools and that have closed in the city, so.
Yeah. So, do you have any brushes with fame?
Well, yeah, but I couldn't remember the band when I was working for United Airlines, and the whole band came through one night because I was working the late shift, like around 11, 12 o'clock, whatever the last flights were in.
11-ish, probably.
Yeah, and this whole wild, crazy band came in, and we sat there and we had a great time. And they signed a picture for me. I was trying to find the picture to show you, because it was like way back when.
Was it Aerosmith or Leonard
No,
Skinner?
no, nothing like that. But they were a well-known band, but just nothing that famous. Because they would have probably gone first class and had their bags delivered. I'll find
Sister
it.
Mary Ann was a Dominican.
I'll find it and show it to you. Oh yeah,
What
Dominican. You
we used
had
to call
Dominican too in elementary school.
we called her Attila the Nun.
Yeah, we had similar names.
She's still around. She
Well,
still
we
gives.
had one nun who used to walk around with one of those tri-shaped rulers, not just a ruler, but the triangular shaped ruler that had all the different sides to it for math. Don't you remember they were white and they were like triangles? Anyway, she walked around with that ruler and she'd whack the boys on the hands with that thing. And sometimes she would get the corner and not the flat part. My brother came home a couple times with red knuckles, and back in the day, you didn't tell your parents because then you got it again from them.
Mary Ann died? I didn't know she died, Mama.
Oh,
I didn't know she
just
died.
Sister Mary Ann died. Mm. Well, she'd be pretty old by now.
Yeah, but I didn't know she died.
Oh,
She
I'm
made it
sorry.
when my friend Mike died, she made him a cherry pie and I took it to him.
Oh, that was sweet. That was very sweet. Well, I'm sorry to hear
Bella the
that.
Nun was a nickname for Loretta Young. I didn't know that. Well, she was very hard on us, but then
Yeah,
as I was an adult, she was always, really
yeah,
nice to me, available,
yeah,
and I didn't know she
yeah,
died. Mom.
yeah.
See how you find out people die on Facebook all the time.
Well, I don't want to hear about any more dying. It was so funny because I was sitting next to my friend Joanne, which I haven't I'd seen in 3 years either. And I took out my tube of lipstick, and I guess the way my lipstick was, because I was putting it on, and she looked at me, she goes, "Oh my God, I just got a chill." I go, "Why?" She goes, "My sister's lipstick used to always be in that shape,
Pointed.
and
Do you have the
her
point on yours?
well, it was kind of like arched and flat, or it's kind of like the shape of your lip. And her sister
Oh,
passed
like it's a
away.
little indent a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And her sister passed away, and she said, "Oh my God, I haven't thought of my sister in a while." She says, "You just made me think of my
Wow.
sister." So it was like, and I go, "Yeah, I know what you mean." But we had a lot of fun. I got some
But
cute
not
pictures.
everybody does their lipstick like that. So there's a whole thing like if you do your lipstick flat or if you do it round or if you
No,
do it.
mine comes out in this, and then I have to break off the point because it's going to fall off anyway.
Oh, I leave the point on.
Oh, see, you left yours. Where's here? I'll show you. It's weird.
But these are usually flat. I'm looking. Sometimes they're round.
She was
And
laughing
then
at
I'll
me.
show you something else I do.
Okay, show me. Look at.
Wow. Yeah, you do, right?
See? And then
Uh-huh.
it's so I have to watch out of that point because it breaks off. So I have to make it a little rounded shape.
So you know what I do?
What?
Like this particular one. See how this one is empty,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not. Girl, I dig that out.
Oh, you're digging your lipstick out with your what fingernail?
No, I have a
A little
brush.
tool? Okay.
Wow, yeah, I've seen yeah. That's kind of that's a way to do it what you're doing. These are all lip glosses and they're all flat anyway. Lip like chapsticks. Would you do that to a chapstick?
No, my chapsticks are flat.
You wouldn't end up doing you'd have to really get it like do it like this and then really push down on that.
Yeah, my chapstick's flat. Yeah. Yeah.
I love chapstick. Oh, I just went back to 556 Colfax. Chapstick. I love it.
Well, anyway, I'll find that picture and then I'll do my moment of fame because I can't even remember their name, but they were so fun, so fun. And then they tracked down one guy, he hadn't come down. And so they ran and got him and said, "You got to sign Patty's picture here." So I got my picture signed by all of them. It
And
was
that's the
cute.
only time you've been around someone famous. Like we've been to Vegas and you've been on
No,
private.
well, you're gonna laugh, but I was Harold Washington liked me, old Harold Washington.
Really?
Oh yeah, because back in the day when I had my construction company, I was probably one of five women in the whole city, and probably one out of the five that was white. So he had a soft spot for me, I guess. So he used to call me up. And once in a while his car would pull up and there he'd be in the car and how's it going at the airport? And I'd go, oh, hi Harold, it's going fine. I used to just make sure I stayed arm's length away from him, although he really didn't like women because, his girlfriend was a showstop person, he was a not for women. So anyway,
Harold Washington was gay?
yeah, he had his friend, his girlfriend was
That's his
just for
beard.
show. Mhm.
It was his beard.
His what?
His beard.
Oh,
That's
okay. I didn't know that. Well, and I just
I
said,
didn't know he was gay.
yeah, I said she was just arm candy. I used to call her arm candy. But yeah, so he was one of them. And then, of course, you're going to laugh. Jane Byrne, remember
I love
her?
Jane. Of course, I love Jane.
Yeah, I met Jane Byrne. And who else?
I bet you knew my friend Pat. Pat. I'll have to show you a photograph of him sometime. I bet you knew him.
Okay,
Because you
okay.
guys were in the same, running the same. His name was Patrick Fahey.
Fahey.
And he
Oh,
was kind of big time in Chicago and did some cool
well,
stuff.
there was a
So,
guy who was Pat Fahey on TV.
different guy. But
Oh, okay, but
Pat
same
could have been
names.
on TV. Pat was
Okay,
stunning.
okay. And I did know the dailies, a couple of the dailies.
Do you
Yeah.
remember in the Blues Brothers movie where you see Jane Byrne's photo in the
Yeah.
background? My cousin Vicky hand retouched that photo.
Oh my God, you're kidding. How fun.
Mhm.
How fun. Yeah.
Okay, who else? So Jane Byrne. I know there's
Harold Washington. Let me
Harold
think.
Washington,
Who else?
had a
I'll
crush on
find
him.
out at the end. Oh, and then this is a good one. This will kill you. Okay. I did meet famous people. I forgot about it. Um, when I had that fun time in Las Vegas, when there was only one block in Vegas, and there were like 8 hotels that were hotels, not these mega places. I was in Caesar's Palace and uh it was late. It was after the shows. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And who came walking in to play craps? Frank
Who?
Sinatra.
No.
Yes, Frank Sinatra.
Hey.
So I'm walking down the aisle and he's walking towards me, but he stopped at the crap table. I didn't know how to play craps. I like blackjack. So Mama Grace, you and I, blackjack, remember? So
Yeah.
I just kind of walked over to see because I thought, well, he's really short, but I hadn't seen him on stage yet. So when we went to Vegas that time, we saw Frank Sinatra, Anne Margaret, Dean Martin, and Liberace. And I was right next to Liberace, and he came by and showed me all his rings. And he had
That's
just
just
gotten
as
that
good as it gets.
big piano ring. What?
That's as good as it gets.
That's as good as it gets. How many more famous people do I need to meet?
I mean, that's like the quintessential Las Vegas. And Margaret.
Oh, Anne Margaret. Yep. She's great. She was great. Yeah.
And Margaret, Liberace, Frank Sinatra, and who?
Dean Martin.
You saw Dean Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was back in the day. I'm telling you, they were great. It was. So I guess after, meeting those people, nobody else comes close. So I don't consider them famous.
That's it. Grace saw Frank. I know they saw some people in Vegas. I've seen people in. I've done the Vegas thing, but you saw Liberace's rings.
Yeah, he had them like right in my face. And I said to him, don't drop that. And he's laughing because my girlfriend Pat, she always used to get tip the maitre d all the time to make sure we'd get right up in front. And she used to blame me. She used to tell him, if I don't get a good table, I'll never hear the end of it.
Fabulous. That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
And I told her, I said, stop blaming me for all that. You want to sit up front.
Now, would you want to go back to Vegas now?
I thought about it because I'd love to have seen Celine, and in person. That's about the only one I really would like to see in person, if I went
Yeah.
back.
Grace
Yeah.
saw Frank in Chicago. My mom and dad had a really interesting thing happen twice, I think it happened.
Okay.
Two different hotels, mom, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99% sure. They would go to they went to a hotel two different separate times, completely unrelated. And both times their room wasn't clean yet
Mm.
because they were staying in a suite.
Yeah.
It was and Willie Nelson was in there.
Oh,
But both times it was Willie. Sorry, there's someone in there, and they found out it was Willie Nelson. Both
oh,
times.
for God's sake.
Hi, Rob Morocco. Rob
That's
Morocco.
that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. And if she saw him, Frank in Chicago, she must have saw him at uh Mr. Kelly's. He would go to Mr. Kelly's, or there was one Italian restaurant that he would
But
go
they
to.
actually saw him perform in
Yeah. Oh,
Chicago,
okay. Okay. Yeah.
like at the McCormick or something.
Oh,
Maybe
there. Okay. I thought this was years
Circle
ago because
Star.
he'd go to Mr. Kelly's or he'd to eat, or he'd go to this Italian restaurant. I forgot the name of it. And I know it's still there. I forgot. Anyway. But yeah, those are some of my brushes with fame.
You're gonna remember some more. I have a feeling.
Never met Cher though. So sorry.
Yeah, I know the tickets in Vegas now are crazy expensive. The only
Oh,
things
they're
I could go to now that I
outrageous.
because I have friends. One friend is in Ca in the Cirque du Soleil, and a couple of times I went out with Penn Jillette,
Oh,
so I could go see Penn and Teller.
yeah.
I could
Yeah.
call him and go, "Yo, Penn, what up?"
Yeah. Are
Yeah,
they still performing Penn and
yeah,
Teller? Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
Well, William said the only thing he saw in Vegas were one-armed bandits.
Oh, well, they're all over. You don't even have to go to Vegas for
Yeah,
that.
I did somewhere. Where did I fly from? I flew from the Bay Area to somewhere of LA. Oh, I must have been when I did the thing in LA and I had to fly through Vegas. Yeah, Penn is a trip. Whew, Penn's a trip.
Is he? Never
Yeah,
saw them. Yeah.
very funny. Brilliant.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Mom, I think it might have been the McCormick place. Remember when we saw Luther Vandross? My mom was such a good sport. Mom, we got to go to Chicago. Luther Vandross and Anita
Oh,
Baker were
yeah. Yeah.
Bill, and I saw them together.
She was a
Remember?
good sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been to Dead shows. She's done it all. She's been to
Good for her.
thousands of Jenna Mammina shows.
Good for
Are
her.
coming up starting November 3rd.
Yes, dear. And of course, my brush with fame was Jenna Mammina.
There you go.
All
So
right.
what are you doing tomorrow? What's your Monday?
I'm resting. I'm tired from all this because I got there at 9:30 this morning, and then I had to sell tickets, and I took some pictures, which I made the mistake of taking pictures because then everybody wanted me to send them to them. So I had like
Send me
20
a copy.
phone.
Send me a copy. Send me. Just take a phone.
Yeah. So I did a couple big group things, Yeah.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
you're resting.
I'll,
Let's start
huh?
cooking again. Let's start making food on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or whenever.
Okay, dear. I will do that.
Tell the taster hello. I'm gonna go now too.
Yeah, I'm tired, honey. And I think I cut you off today when I was at the show. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, I was gone. So I didn't know what happened at the end there.
You were done. You
Okay.
were busy. I loved today. Today was fabulous. If you guys
It
didn't
was
see,
fun, wasn't it?
watch today's show. It was a reunion. How many years?
Oh, well, it's our entire school, but let's see. for it was all the classes, so it's not, but there were several that had 50-year reunion, and one group had a 70-year reunion.
Wow.
They were all there. Some of them, I mean, they looked like they were in their 60s, some of them. They were so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
My father and I went to, they had an all school reunion once.
Yeah.
And but it was from, I think it was St. John's, and it was 1950 something to
Yeah.
1975.
Yeah.
And then my reunion for my class of 1983 was next door. So
Oh,
we
how
walked up.
cute.
It was at a place where you walked upstairs and I went to the right and he went to the
Oh,
left.
how cute.
About an hour we both met out and we went to Babes, which
Cute.
we need to go when you're there. When you come here. When are you going to be here, Patty?
Soon, Jenna.
Have a beautiful night.
Thank you, honey. Okay. Sorry if
What?
I hope everybody didn't get bored with all the stories.
I thought they were fabulous.
All
Want to
right.
have one, Michael? Okay. Love hard.
Really, really hard.